left for you. What do you know? What do you know? And all I want is to find out what you're going through. What do I know?
Yo, good morning, good day, everybody. Welcome back. Hammy, my guy, what's up? Welcome back, man. Steven talking, what's up, dude? Welcome. Alan Codes, loving the stream holding screen, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Worked hard on that stuff. But I did use a template, so if you're interested, let me know. I can help you out. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for coming by. Hope everyone's been having a good day, good morning, whatever time in the world you're in. Shut up and code? Jesus, man. All right. We'll code, I promise. You just got to get into the groove first. You got to get coffee through my blood or I'm going to cry. But yeah, so welcome back. We're on day 2 of our new version of Cycles, version 1.3.2. Man, it's exciting stuff. As you can see by the user count above, we're still doing pretty solid. Yesterday was wild. Guess I'll show you some stats before we get into it. So currently we're at 1.2 new users for today. Almost 2,000 new active users. So it's been almost 12 hours of a new day. Yesterday we ended up at 2,300 new people. Currently Cycles is ranked 150 in the App Store under productivity. Yo, Alan Codes, dude, thank you so much for that tier 2 sub. Whoa, did I read that right? That is a tier 2 sub, everybody. Dude, thank you. Highly appreciate you. And thank you for supporting Cycles servers for another month, man. That's gonna be double time. Two extra months there. Thank you very much, man. If you're not part of the Discord yet, by the way, get in on that. Join in. I offer some cool benefits other than just the ones that Twitch offers. So thank you so much again for that support, dude. Really appreciate you. And welcome in. Welcome to the team. But yeah, so pretty wild numbers so far with the new release. I'm hoping to see that number kind of stick. We'll see what happens though. But that's what's going on today. Today the sale ends, so the app will go back to 99 cents. So we probably should see a pretty large dip in numbers towards the end of today, and then starting the stream tomorrow again. Hopefully active users stays up, but daily new users will definitely take a dip, as when people see 99 cents, they're like, nah. Not gonna happen. But good stuff so far. Yo, what's up, Evgen? Welcome in, man. But so today we're just gonna get back to hitting up some tasks. So I noticed that we had a couple errors that were logged from Crashlytics, or this is actually through Xcode through Apple. So I want to make sure that we add these guys in. I've never seen these errors before. These ones are hard because they don't really pinpoint to a specific line. You can kind of just open them up in your project and it's like, here it is. This is what happened. You're like, okay. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of research on these to figure out what we need to fix. But let's go ahead. Oh, I didn't add any tags to this. What the heck is wrong with me, eh? Let's go ahead and add these bugs into the Trello board, and we'll go from there. I guess this is really just backboard services. I don't even know, man. That looks like a bug, right? Bug probably should be fixed. Xcode organizer. Crash report. Wonder if there's another way I can signify this. I don't think so. Good thing is it only happened on one device. That's always nice. That's the thing I've noticed is that we've had a couple bugs, but they've only happened on a few devices. And they seem to be like some weird nuances. Check organizer for more information. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure. How are the bug reports generated? Manually or via the app? They're actually generated via the app. So, I have two ways. So Crashlytics is generated automatically as well, but you have to that's a third-party SDK you bring in from Fabric. And so when that's generated, you actually have a bunch of different options. So like you saw the active users right now, that's all coming from Crashlytics. They set up sessions. You can set up logging. So if there is a crash, everything that's logged beforehand ends up being printed out. So you can see kind of the flow the user took before the app crashed. This stuff, I think you have to opt in to share information with the developer. So like, when you download an app and it's like, hey, would you be okay to share information with your developer about your app stats, blah, blah, blah. This is what would come out of it, I believe. Or maybe even not. I'm not entirely sure. But I've never seen errors like this before. So I'm curious what we find with these guys. Hope I answered your question, dude. Just gonna some value. I don't know what that value is, but I would rather not put it on the internet just in case. Xcode organizer crash reports. Organizer for more info. Alrighty. It did, man. I've only ever done web app development, so our bugs are 99.9% user submitted. Oh, nice. Dude, there's tons of different platforms out there that you can use if you're interested in getting automated generated crash reports. One that I use a lot is Sentry. They're really, really awesome for the open source community. So when I built, I think it was Focus Block. When we built Focus Block on stream, I don't remember if you were here for that. But Focus Block actually is using Sentry.io in the back end. And I just emailed them. I'm like, hey guys, I'm working on this really cool open source project. And I'm looking for someone to help me with error and bug logging. And they gave me their whole platform for free, like for the duration of the project. So if you have an open source project, hit them up. Like they're more than happy to help you out. They're really, really cool people over there. Okay, cool. So we got those logged in. Just wanted to make sure we grab those, and then we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and just continue on with our progress. We'll probably hit these up. I'm going to put this over here for now. These are going to take longer as none of these errors I have ever seen. Oh, there was one more. I lied. There was one more through Fabric I got this morning. So I can show you a Crashlytics report as well. Yeah, there was one. Yeah, this one actually has a line. So this is current cycle table, Swift line 904. Invalid update, invalid number of rows in section. So this is a good one. Any free open source alternatives to Sentry? What's up, Mazero? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think there might be. I think technically you could use Firebase if I'm not mistaken. Firebase. Firebase. I don't know. If you set up your app with Firebase, you might be able to use their analytics. They actually use Crashlytics on the back end. And Crashlytics is, I think, converting solely over to them. But I don't know if that's crash reports or only analytic tools. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. I might contribute some design stuff to Folksbox in the future. I'll let you crack on coding, my man. No worries. Feel free to ask questions whenever, dude. I have no problem at all. And yeah, it'd be great. We have Focus Block, and we also have Simple Alerts, which is another project I've been wanting to try to get back into slowly. But this stuff is more entertaining to me. But okay, so if we go to current cycle table view controller, let's just take a look-see real quick. Where are we at? So we go to cycles, and this is saying line 904. This is a massive file. Holy crap! I can't wait to refactor this thing. Oh, I think I have had this error before. Yeah, but see again, this did affect... Oh, this affected 2 people with 3 crashes. So that's... It's not terrible, but it's not great. Definitely not great. Should not be happening. Alright, we're going to have to look into this one as well. We're going to have a bug bashing sesh. This will be Crashlytics. Number 67. Yeah, this one's cool. Oh, just one card. What the heck? Oh, that's why. And let's just grab the link for that. We'll save that. All right. Bug iPhone 1.3.2. Okay, so first one we're going to hit up today. Verified default sound is being added to notifications. Yeah, so I actually got a email from someone saying that their notification sounds are not actually populating. So the first things I want to look at are, one, to make sure that we are asking for notification sounds. And then 2, if we're actually packaging a sound with that payload. Usually you just put like default or something, and it'll default to whatever it is. So let's look for that. And we'll see what we got here. I think it should be like that. Okay, so in our completion handler, we'll present notification with completion handler with alert and sound. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and then we have request use of notifications. This is in the onboarding flow. So we go here, we go current request authorization, badge, alert, and sound. So we are requesting that. If granted, user accepted notifications. We'll go there. And there's not like an option to accept only one or the other. You accept all of them or you don't accept any of them. So that shouldn't play into effect either. Oh, I have this. Why don't I use that? And why do I have this in a dispatch queue is the other question. Excuse me. Yeah, and I also have this in the Apple Watch, so this should be good to go. So that stuff looks okay. So if that's not the case, let's see if when we're generating notifications, if I can remember, we need to set a default sound. If we don't set a default sound, then even though we have sounds enabled, the notification doesn't have an associated sound to it, or alert tone, or whatever you want to call it. Do that. I think it's generate notification. Oh, this is interesting. Need to probably look at this. This should be cycle dot cycle color dot raw value. That's it. Comma. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, UN notification request. This is what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at properties on here. I'll open in developer docs. Good old camel case coding convention. Oh baby. It is one of the best. I do say so. Maybe content? Sound. Yeah, here we go. The sound one plays when it's delivered. So let's make sure we have that. So let's find our UN notification content. We'll go from there. Yo, Mizero TM, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team, my friend. Glad to have you here. Well, content's right here. Oh. Oh, look. Oh, yep, it was a bug. I was like, maybe this person has their volume all the way turned down on their phone. And then I started playing around with it yesterday, and I didn't realize I wasn't getting any either. Dude, that will do it, man. That will freaking do it. Holy 2 gifted subs from Alan Coates? Dude, thank you so much to Mizero and Hammy Miami. Holy. And that will bring us, folks. That will bring us to the Cycles support for the month. Dude, thank you so much. Holy crap, Alan. Appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. And Mizero and Hammy, guys, welcome. Welcome to the Pixelogic team, friends. 2 months of not worrying about server costs, man. Yeah, you rock, dude. I appreciate you. Especially literally the past 2 days, the servers have been slammed. So if we have an update once a month like this, they're going to be slammed every month. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Guys, welcome in. Again, as I was telling Alan, if you guys have not joined the Discord, join in. Take a look down below at some of the awesome benefits that I offer other than the ones that are given by Twitch. And Alan, dude, thank you so much again for those subs, man. Really, it really means a lot. Yeah, the love, man. Oof, man. It's giving me the feels. Freaking awesome. Cycles will live on. Cycles will live on. All right, so we need a UN notification sound. And again, so we had default, which returns the object representing the default sound for notifications. Wonder if you can add default critical? Whoa, that's cool. I didn't even realize there was a critical default sound. Also, I'm cutting down on drinking so I have some spare spending dollar this month. Well, hey, that's always a good thing, right? It's always a good thing. Healthy life choices. Yeah, there you go. Well, I appreciate you spending some of those saved dollars here, my guy. Thank you very much. All right, let's go here because I have a feeling there may be many more that have content sound commented out like here. Yep. Damn, why did I comment that out? We must have done that in the last update. I'm not really sure. But let's I guess uncomment all those. Default sound is here. It's weird though, because these had it. We need to... Man, I need to double check this. This is weird. Dun, dun. I wonder if some of these were overriding some of those other notifications, which did not... I don't know. That's really weird. I just want to double check that we're doing this all correctly here. And put a sound. Okay, if your app is not running or if it is in the background, the system displays local notifications directly to the user. The system can alert the user when an alert panel or banner with a sound or badging your app's icon. If your app provides a notification content app extension, the system can even use your custom interface to alert the user. Local notification support, iOS Watch. In macOS, apps do not require local notification badge. Right. Okay. So we do one with mutable notification content. Did that. UN notification request object with content trigger information. Yep. Ooh, we're looking at some objective C-ness here. But we'll go down here because we don't like that. So content here, localize US user notification string. Okay, adding sound to content. Yeah, let's just double check we're doing this correctly. If you want a local notification play sound when it's delivered, assign a value to the sound property of your UN mutable notification content object. Custom sound must reside locally on the user's device before they can be played. This is one thing I've been wanting to do. And I got a really cool piece of feedback from someone yesterday who was like, I want to be able to rearrange my cycles by priority. And based on priority, I want the background of my cycle to be a different color. And I want those cycles to play a notification sound while maybe others come in silently. And I was like, oh shit, it's actually a pretty cool idea. I like that. Or we can just make our... Oh my god, we should do a stream where we just make our own notification sound. That would be pretty wild. That's a big feature request. It is. Yeah, they put in the email, this sounds like a Christmas list for Santa Claus. And I was like, hey, whatever. But I put it in Trello. I thought it was a good idea. We might be able to. We can do at least the cell reordering. I think that one's 100% needed. Everything else, I'm not sure. Yo, Kosi, what's up? Welcome back, man. Do you have a roadmap on Trello? It's not really a roadmap per se, but I have a bunch of sections here: improvements, features, bugs, and then what's in progress and what has been completed. For this version, at least. So feel free to look at that. It's just kind of every month we'll go through, we'll pick a couple from there, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? The biggest thing that I want to get done, though, is adding a new backend to this app so we can start developing for multiple platforms. You know, one of them being Twitch extension, potentially Android, like web, Mac OS, like all this stuff, you know? Okay, so it looks like we did this correctly here. So the next thing is, let's actually go ahead and I guess let's generate a notification. And the way that we can do that, and I'm not sure if you all will be able to hear this, but we'll try to see what we can do. I can play the notification sound through my computer speakers, and that should hopefully work once we create a new alert. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I want to do this real quick. Look at all this stuff here. These are forcefully unwrapped. We don't want that. So we're just going to actually add, if there's no cycle name present, we're just going to add cycle. Yeah, buddy. I just noticed that right now. I try to pick up these little things as we go. New backend in Node? Probably not. Probably not. I'm actually thinking about using Firebase, in all honesty. Node better than everything at the moment. Try out Golang. You'll be pleasantly surprised with actually how robust that freaking thing is, man. It's really good. And I also want to create, I just had an idea last night. I've been really wanting to create a Swift server, I guess a better way to say it. And I thought what we could do is we could set up our backend right now to use, every time someone completes a cycle, we basically increment this global document for like total cycles completed. And then we feed that up to our landing page. So here, get cycles app, right? You hit here, and maybe instead of this, you can be like global habits completed or something like that. And then this number would just constantly be incrementing based on the amount of cycles being completed. So we can set up like literally like a microservice on a Swift server that literally just is a webhook that just feeds that number into this website. I thought that'd be pretty fun and a good way to like get started with some small stuff on server-side Swift. What's up, noob? Welcome back, man. Welcome in. All right, Alan. Good morning. Good morning, Sly. We doing good, man. We doing good. How are you doing today? I love how I say this. To do, replace all this crap. Past Alec, what does replace all this crap mean? Freaking moron, man. Replace all this crap. All right. So here we're going to do time to cycle, if anything. And then we'll test out our notification. I'm alive. That's what I like to see, dude. That's the way to live, man. You gotta be alive. You gotta be alive. I don't know. I just thought of this, but how many of you are excited for the Stranger Things new season starting July 4th? Just saying, it's gonna be the best day ever. Weather's terrible at the moment, but that's what you get in winter. Yeah, man, I'm so sorry to see. I don't get that in Florida. I think right now it's like a solid 50 degrees. It's gonna be beautiful today. I'm excited. Dude, July 4th, Stranger Things Season 3 will be live on Netflix. So get ready. Prepare yourself. It's going to be fantastic. I think this song came on and it made me think of it. I guess let's more so do this. The reason why I'm doing this is because as I unwrap these, if for some reason cycle name is not there, it's going to crash the entire freaking app. So I don't want that. I want to make sure that it's handled in a different way. So if something dumb like a log statement crashes, it's not going to break my entire app. You know what I mean? So since I saw this, I want to make sure I just add this in real quick. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. It's going to be dope. Morning, Yusuke. Welcome in, man. How's your day going today, my friend? Yeah, man. It's going to be so hype. I'm pretty excited. It's one of those shows that I don't know what it is about it, but it just like, I love it, man. It's such a weirdly cool concept. You know, it'd be, oh man, it would be dope if we were able to have a watch party on Twitch. I don't know if that's allowed. I don't know how that works. All right, almost there. I guess I could have just done this, but I could have just do a replace all. But I wanted to make sure I was actually hitting the right ones. All right. That's the last one. Good stuff. We have saved the app from another crash. So that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and we're actually going to figure out what this was called. It's generate temp. Generate temp notification. So I set this up a while back. And essentially all this does is creates a temp notification to be displayed. To verify this is actually working with our sound, we just need to add some content that has... Oh, so we use actual generate notification, which is good because we just changed the code there to include our sound. So what I'm going to do is literally, I'm just going to add this into our current cycle tables view controller in the notification section. Or it should be, I think it's in view did load. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so once we receive our cycle array, yeah, so this should be good here. We're just gonna throw this method in here real quick, and this will generate a temp notification on our iPhone. It's different from most shows somehow, maybe because it's the settings. Yeah, maybe because it's around that time, but it's very futuristic at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Stranger Things. Yeah, you'll see. If you didn't know it, season 3 comes out July 4th. I don't know why I kept wanting to say January 3rd. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. I'm going to make it a little loud on my laptop, and we're gonna see if we can potentially hear this. Turn the speakers. Okay. So our new generated alerts should now include our default sound, hopefully. Yo, Hertox, what's up, dude? Nothing, man. Just going through some more improvements on cycles. Welcome back. Oh. Okay, it's starting up, it looks like. All right. So we should be good. We just got to wait for that. There it is. I don't know if you heard that, but there's the sound. As I'm deleting it. Nice. And so it's not set up with the trigger dates to the actual cycle, so you won't actually see it as like there's a notification waiting. But let's try it one more time. Oh, actually, I think it might actually do it. Let's wait for 40 here. Didn't know Xcode had an emulator. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Xcode has an emulator. They have it for iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad. I think even tvOS you can probably get an emulator. I'm not sure though. I haven't tried it. Well, it takes so much from a bunch of crampy flicks of horror genre from the same period. Oh, campy. That's also true, Hammy. It feels new, and it feels... Yeah, there it is. You guys, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there it is. We're getting it. We have sound now, so that bug is fixed. Let's go. Very nice. Yo, Roll Pick, welcome back, man. How goes it today? Okay, that should be good. I was going to say, I feel like Stranger Things is... Yeah, one, the writing is fantastic for sure. But it's just... There's like... Stranger Things and Black Mirror to me are these shows that are like... It's what movies and shows used to be like back... like 10 years ago, when every new movie that came out was completely different. Like no movie was the same. But now every movie, or in my opinion, or show that comes out is just a remake of something else that was really good before, or whatever, or it's just the same concept spun around into a different type of, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? That stuff has always bothered me. It goes good. How about you? It's going well, man. Good morning so far. Good Thursday for sure. Appreciate you coming in today. All right, let's go ahead and add this stuff. I can get into a whole 8-hour long conversation, dude. Maybe one day when we got 8 hours, Hammy, we'll do it. We'll do it. All right, so the change we made was adding default sound to notifications and safely unwrapping cycle title or cycle name for notifications. Alrighty. So this was good. Looks like I commented out the notification default sound code for each alert. This should be fixed now. Awesome. So we can set this to complete Add that over there. Let's go. All right, what's next? Refactor onboarding disorder cleanup. I want to do that towards the end. Let's go into tweak mute icon for different Apple Watch sizes. Ooh. All right, let's do it. So this one's interesting. This one is based on Apple Watch screen sizing. So when I first created this, I was only working with the 32 and 42 millimeter watches. And now since the Series 4 came out, I think that screen size has changed slightly now. So now we have to make sure we are appropriately handling where icons sit based on that. And for this, we've been using the interface storyboard. So I'm curious if we should try to convert this to just constraints. It's just the way that constraints work on Apple Watch is a tad different from how they work on iOS. So I'm curious to see how and if we can do this. Also, they don't have 24 episodes per season, which is, in my opinion, definitely a good thing. Dude, I have been binging The Office for the past like 2 months. I'm on the last season episode, like there's 3 episodes left, and I'm heartbroken, man. I'm heartbroken. There's 24 episodes usually in those, or like 22, and I just want there to be more. It's so sad, man. All right, so this will probably be in our display group. Yeah, so you can see we can actually have a bunch of groupings within Apple Watch, and then we can group pieces of UI in there. Yeah, so like mute icon is very much deep in there. I cried when Michael left the office. Dude, that was really sad. I agree. Sad times. And so we can actually hide stuff here as well to see how it looks. So I'm going to hide this. In display group, I'm going to show. So this is what we're currently working with right now. This is on a 38 millimeter Apple Watch. Oh, okay. So there's 40. Oh, so this is on the smaller Series 4. So they're both 2 millimeters larger. Good to know. I still have to watch The Office, but it's on the to watch list. Yeah, man. I tried watching it 3 times. The first 2 times, the first episode, I was like, this is so dumb. Like, I cannot deal with this. The 3rd time, I got through the first episode, and I'm like, all right, let me try the next one. And I got through it, and I'm like, okay, 3rd episode, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this this show now. And now I'm 9 seasons deep. So I would highly recommend it. Okay, so this goes based on alignment, as you can see here. And then we have a fixed width based on the fact that, I don't know based on the fact. I just decided to do that, I guess. But so the issue here is we have this one group. We have a background color group here, and then that group. So this group has 2 separate groups inside of it. This one and this one. I think this is the issue, as depending on the size of this label, this will either scoot in or scoot out. So I'm thinking, instead of having 2 groups, we'll have 3 separate groups. So we'll have this one. We'll have the icon. We'll have the label by itself, and then we'll have the mute icon. So we don't even need this second group. So let's try moving this out and seeing what happens. Oh. Apparently bad things happen. Unless I add these all to their own groupings, I'm not sure how that works. Size of it says okay. I don't feel like listening to that song right now. So maybe this one. I think the alignment can be. So we do horizontal. We go to the right. No. I got to figure out how to align groups. Oh. We gotta look up some alignments on Apple Watch. Yo, it's Coder's Life. Welcome back, man. How you doing today? I'm loving requesting these songs, my man. Nightbot needs to share this info to chat. Yeah, that's another thing that we've always talked about working on. So since we're using Festify is a completely own entity in itself. But yeah, being able to do that. And I haven't found anywhere my overlay to display the songs, unfortunately. This would be too cluttered, I think. Understanding the WatchKit layout system. We're just going to quickly read through this stuff and try to figure out how we can set this up. Okay, so group table image separator. Oh, there's separators? Button, switch, slider, timer, map, menu, menu item. Okay. So our interface controller is empty at the moment. To add new elements, drag and drop the object library on the right of the interface controller. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I've put a tree as the next song. No peeking. You got it, dude. Okay, so the layout determines if the group's elements are laid out horizontally or vertically. That makes sense. When you add an element, it will be positioned next to or below the previous one. Insets. This attribute determines the top, bottom, left, and right inset for the group. Spacing, as it simply applies, determines spacing between the elements within the group. Okay, so that's what we probably need to hit first. So if we go to the actual group here, we do spacing. We have a custom spacing. We can probably go like this. The problem is with this is it spaces it out in a really odd way where we only want the mute icon, excuse me, I don't know, I can't talk. The mute icon to be over to the right and this to be closer to the actual ring. Okay, so this is why it makes sense now. What I need to do is I need to add in a group for that. How do I add stuff in here again? There used to be a search bar down here, no? Oh, here. Oh, whoa. They moved it up here. Holy moly. That's weird. That's really weird, but I guess it makes more sense. That's okay. So this is why we had the group. Hey, there we go. Best song ever. Dude, you're gonna make me cry on stream, man. So sad. Such a good show. Yeah. Oh. So I'll explain why that. I'll explain soon why that's like that. No. Why can't this thing change? Why can't I move this? What the heck? Let's go. Great song, man. Thanks for adding that in, Alan. Cycle. I'm just gonna call it cycle. Checkpoints. I don't know what the heck is happening with this thing, but can I move it like this? No, I can't. Let's just get the width and height of this. So this is blah 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 blah. Width relative to the container, and then size to fit content. Just don't know why it's spreading out like this. Dude, what the heck is going on here? So I'm just trying to figure out why this is one group. Cycle checkpoints. Cycle title, yeah, that's fine. That's there. Cycle checkpoints. It's putting it in here, I believe. Oh, maybe because... So, this here, horizontal, needs to probably be left aligned. This is center. Yeah, there we go. And then this one should be center. And then this one, yeah, that should be good. Okay. So what we're going to do we're adding a group here. And then that group was going to take our checkpoints right there. And then we have our mute icon. So let's go ahead and cycle checkpoints. Oh, why is what? Oh, jeez. This one is already its own group. My bad. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to set the inset of the group separately from this. So this has its custom spacing, right? And pretty much what we can do is we can set this spacing to be 5 points. So right there, you'll see 5-point spacing in between each item in the group. And then instead of actually doing this, we can change this group to be mute icon group. I'm just going to call this a group. Throw that in there. And then this mute icon group, we can do center. Yep. And then this, we can have our own wait. Mute icon group can go horizontal right. Yeah, horizontal right, and then our spacing, I believe, for this group, our insets can be custom, and we can do. Can't you just set to fill? Can't you set width to fill on the mute group? You're talking about here to get like the rest of this over here. The problem with that is if we do that, depending on the length of the label, that will move back and forth based on the size of the actual text. What I wanted to do is pretty much, oh, but I don't know if that would actually be the same deal. That actually might be the same problem with this. Wouldn't it be right aligned? Maybe so. Okay. Maybe so. Yeah, because, okay, right align is what I'm wanting to do. I understand what you're thinking. I don't know if it's possible on Apple Watch. I don't know. It should be. It should be. So essentially this group should be so horizontal, left, vertical. If I did center. Oh no, vertical. Should be bottom. And then I'm gonna call this lower content. And then cycle ring. Yep. Okay. Cycle duration, and then that. So I wonder if I can just make this width full. For group name lower content. Width relative to container or fix. So if I did relative to container, I don't know why. I don't know why that whole thing gets so jacked up. Okay, so lower content relative to container looks like that might be the way to go. Oh, there we go. That's looking better. Yeah, so we set that the entire width. This looks a little jacked up there, buddy. So does spacing now not work on these groups? Like, how come this has some sort of padding like on the left here, but it doesn't have it on the right? That's weird. Align left for the label, maybe? Yeah, maybe so. Horizontal left. Push that there. But you see what I mean? It's... Oh, unless this... No, that didn't seem to do it. Relative to container. I'm not sure why that's all the way there, but we're going to have to put some padding in the group, I guess. There we go. Okay, so if I add our 5 again there, and then this group, we can do horizontal will be right. And then inside of this, we just have to add some, in this group, we have to add a bit of inset. It's kind of weird. So it would be left. Let's do, I'm just do right. 3, 4. Let's do about 4. I guess 5 technically, because the spacing between this is already 5 and we're right aligning it. So technically that should be what we're looking at. That layout looks pretty solid to me. I much prefer the right align icon. Yeah, me too. This has been the struggle for me this whole time, is trying to get that. So this is on a 38mm watch. The cool thing about this is we can actually change layouts based on watch size, as you'll see if we have to. Hopefully we won't have to, but we might have to. Okay, so if I go to 42 here, that still looks pretty solid, keeping it right aligned there. I feel like maybe a tad bit more out. Do you scroll the label text? This one here? Oh, so what I do is if the label is too long, I put 5 lines here. So this label will always be either 0 / like it's this number here, 12 out of whatever. So it'd be 12 out of 24. This is where the title is. So this should push everything down if the label's too long. I don't know why I put 5 lines there when I could just put 0 lines. And that should automatically set it to do our thing. I feel like maybe a tad bit more. It looks a little bit awkward there. I feel like maybe 8 would be good. I almost feel like it should be in the middle now. I'm begging you to reduce the font size for how many check points so it sits on 2 lines. Sits on 2 lines? Oh, this one? Really? I love this, man. That's so sad. Do you have an inset on the display group? Oh, this one. Yes, I will reduce that. That's been one of the things I've been wanting to do as well. Yeah, I got you, dude. Do you have an inset on the display group? Blah 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 blah. No. Oh, that's a good idea. God damn. Smart guy, dude. Smart guy. Yeah, then we can just do everything in case the text overflows as well. Alright, so let's put that to default. Display group. We'll do our inset here. Nice. Smart. Good call. Good call, Evgen. All right, so that's good there. That's, again, 38 and 42. And now we'll go to 40. All right. And then 44 technically should be good to go. So now we should always get this right aligned. Yeah, see here on... I don't know why. Here, that's okay. Oh, it's because I have something specific for the 42mm watch. Why did I do that? Oh, that's why. Oh. Yo, Draco, what's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back, dude. How you doing today? This is why. Oh, jeez. Title 3, probably? There we go. There's your fix. I don't know why. This needs to be larger for sure. This should probably be Title 2. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is Title 3. So I'm considering buying a watch. Any model size recommendation? So anything after a Series 2 is your best bet. I don't even know if they sell Series 2s in stores anymore, but I have a Series 3. I have it with cellular, and I have a 42. For me, I have like pretty large fingers and hands. 42 is the perfect size for me, and I like larger watches. So I would probably stick with that. If you go with the Series 4, you might be okay with the 40 millimeter since it's like covering more of the watch face. But yeah, the cellular, I don't know, depending on the country, I think it depends if you can get it with cellular or not. But for me, the cellular is not really a huge deal. I get reimbursed for my phone bill every month from work. So I just was like, it was $15 extra a month for me. So I was like, whatever, not a big deal. But personally, if I had to pay for that on my own, I probably wouldn't have done it. It just doesn't make sense. But you can always buy the cellular model and not hook up the cellular in case you want it in the future. Doing pretty good. Just got done with my freaking chemistry test. Now I can go back and program again. Let's go. No more saying congrats, man. I hope you did well. I hope you feel good about it. I'm sure you did awesome. All right. So for the 40 millimeter, we want to do Title 2. No. Title 3. Okay. And 44. We'll add one more. 44. All right, we do Title 2. That'll work. 38. We solid, my lad. Lots of tests done, and now we chill. Heck yeah, Sean. Welcome back in, man. I'm glad it's chill time. All right, so that should have done it. Let's run some tests, folks. So we actually killed 2 birds with 1 stone here. I feel like this could benefit to be a little larger. Like if I did Title 3 would be pretty solid here. Yeah, Title 3 it is. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and go to Cycles Watch Dev. I guess we'll go with our... Let's go with our 44 millimeter. We'll exit out of that. We'll check it out. We'll mute a couple cycles. We'll see how it goes. Thanks. Been looking around a bit. Apparently no cell version in Netherlands. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the requirements were for that, but I know Apple usually they do like these kind of staggered launches. I feel like eventually it'll probably come there, but for now they usually start like in US and Canada, and probably China. Do a lot of people use your app? I would hope so. I would hope so. So Draco, up above right there, that little bar, that's the actual live active user count right now of people using Cycles. So currently there are 10 active users on Cycles. And at least the past couple days, we've gotten over 2,500 downloads in cycles, more close to like 3,500. So yeah, yes and no. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Apple Watch hasn't been big in the EU. I had an Apple Watch since the very first one, just like the first Apple Watch that came out. Oh, okay. Kind of like half and half on it. I enjoy it, but I think it depends on the type of person you are. If you're someone that gets annoyed easily of tons of notifications, you're gonna hate having an Apple Watch. Wow, this looks so weird. It looks so small, right? I have to space that out a little more, I think. Had Series 02. I've muted all my notifications. Yeah, man, it's it can get a little overwhelming. Make the cycles title left align, please. It is left align. Flush. I'm thinking of making apps. How did you do the marketing? Honestly, I haven't done any marketing. I've done like social media posts and some Reddit posts, and that's probably about it, man. So I'm probably definitely not the best person to ask about that. Yo, I'm a noobs. Welcome in, man. Thanks for the follow. Glad to have you here as part of the team. Welcome. Oh, what's your thought of React Native that can make iOS apps that make iOS app then Swift native? Okay. I haven't really used React Native. Hope to touch it soon. But I think React Native is really great. The only downfall from it is, one, if you don't know JavaScript, obviously you're kind of screwed, but you probably wouldn't be using it if you didn't know JavaScript. Two, it's always going to be behind the latest releases of iOS and the new SDKs that come out. So depending on what those SDKs are, like what changes those are, they could really make or break your app. And also the benefit, I mean, obviously you can put all your business logic and UI logic into a shared application, which is great. Gotcha, Bobek. Nice. It's got a bevel. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. But I do think we could probably make this cycle title a bit larger. That needs to be pretty important. And the health circles. Yeah, I use it a lot for workouts too. You're not stupid, Alan. Don't worry. I'm always curious how these apps get so much buzz on Product Hunt. I've posted a few things there, but nothing got featured noticed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I posted on Product Hunt once, and cycles didn't really get much. I mean, it was just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I feel like that's something that I'll cross when, I'm going to go ahead and mute a cycle, by the way. When I decide to like actually try to monetize this app. Currently, I'm not in the market of monetizing it right now in its current state, but hopefully when we get a couple more features in, that will definitely help. And then figure out how to market. Yeah, Product Hunt is. I did forget about that. Okay, so if I mute that, let's go over here. Oh, crap. I got to remove that thing. Oh my god, I committed that. What a damn fool. The notifications. Uh-oh. I almost forgot about that. That would have been so bad. Yeah, man, this needs to be larger. It feels like it's almost missing something, at least in the 44 millimeter. But yeah, that works there. And let's say this is the big test, right? Let's say let's actually edit this to be, let's do 12 checkpoints. And then from here, let's actually unmute this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 3. Oh god. Oh shit. I can't believe I forgot to remove that. What if we forgot? Oh my god, that would have been so bad. Oh, and now I need to mute it. There we go. Cool, yeah, we're good. We're good. I wanted to see if the length of this label would change anything here, but it didn't. So, looking solid there. Let's do that. And let's go back to our interface. So I guess we're going to do just some cleanup on this UI here. I'll start with the 44. That thing was way too small. I do cross-platform apps too. In my own student, it works great even if you don't release to both platforms. I don't use RN though. I use Titanium. Oh, yep. Do you UIs testing, by the way? The automated UI? I do not. I've never touched UI stuff here. I just started really getting into just doing unit tests in general with iOS and Apple Watch. So that other stuff I haven't really touched much, but I probably should. Probably should. Okay, so the one thing I wanted to change is I do feel like this needs to be spaced out a little more. So we do that. The label on the 44. So let's do our 44 here. This guy could definitely stand to be a bit larger. That's way too large. I just wanted to see how it looked. I don't know how big that actually is. I feel like it might give it a little bit more substance if we do that. Do you guys think that's too big? I feel like that. Compared to like this size, maybe it is, yeah. I feel like maybe that. But that seems like the exact same size, so it's like right in between there. Let's do it title 2. This, let's go ahead and add a 44, and we'll set this to be like this one could be a title 3. If that was also title 2, that would be too big compared to the ring. Let's run this real quick. Let's take a look. I'm curious to see how that looks. We might just need to kind of bump everything up in size for this one. Which is one of the really good things about the Apple Watch layout system as well, is that you can literally just assign like these values easily through Storyboard. And so probably for watchOS, I don't think I'll be doing any sort of like coding constraints when you can easily just do it like this. I feel like that may be too big. I don't like it. Oh my god. Dude, I messed up so bad here. Yeah, I feel like this may be just a little too big. Or actually, that might be a good size, but I need to make this larger. That's really what it is. The thing is, I'm trying to use the these text styles because this correlates with the text styles that are given with iOS. So let's say you change your text size on your watch. These labels should correlate to that. Yeah, I think This one might have to be a custom size. So we'll do system. Maybe we can do like a... Maybe this one could be 20. And then based on that, our width for 44 on this bell can be like a 16. And then our height can also be 16. Yeah, let's make those things a little larger since we have more real estate to work with, you know? Man, I guess this turned into a redesign the Apple Watch stream. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. What do you guys think? Can you change the font size on the watch simulator? Good question. I don't believe so. No, it does not. Oh, brightness and text size. Yeah, you can. So like if I did that, that should correlate from my understanding. Stats on users on Apple Watch. I don't have an exact number. I basically set a flag in my database that says if they have the watch app installed or not. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how many people actually use it. From what I've seen as I glanced through, I have about 50 documents like per page. And I would say probably close to a third of them have an Apple Watch. Did it make a difference? I can't really see it. It might have not. Let's try this. Make it larger. Oops. Yeah, that made a difference. You can see that, right? The thing is, this one didn't change because I set it to system. Shit. So I'm going to have to change that. Yeah. Yeah, I should use this though as one of the system labels, or as one of the text styles. Hell, I was thinking. One-third is good enough to spend time making it a solid experience. Yeah, I would agree, man. I totally agree with you. That's why, like, this right now I think is a pretty solid approach, but I want to do a whole rework of how we handle this stuff. There are actually a lot of features missing on Apple Watch that are on iPhone. And obviously, if you do one thing on iPhone, you still should be able to do that on Apple Watch. So, oh, you know what? Maybe. No, it's maybe not. I don't know. Let's try to see how this looks. I have a feeling the ring just might be a little too small. Let's see. That just looks too big. That just looks too big, man. Like, if I do this. My 20s. Yeah, I think this has to be a Title 3. Unfortunately. And we'll keep it at that for now. Yeah. I think I'll be solid. But yeah, man, there are some Apple Watch apps out there that I'm like, holy crap, dude, these things are beautiful. And I agree, man. It has to be like that. Okay, so let's try for the 40 millimeter. Oh, here I stand with my heart in my hand. So I think a title 3 would look good there. Or maybe this is a, that's 22. So if we do a 40 here, we'll put a title 3 there maybe. Maybe we just do the title 2 here. And I think 14 is good there. So let's try our 40 millimeter. We'll do that. This is all part of that cycle mute icon. So let's make sure we get it right. I'll be really happy to see that finally fixed. Holy moly, man. What a pain in my buttocks. I gotta reply on Reddit. Let's take a look at this thing while we wait for that to load. Very nice, actually. I like that reminders can reoccur throughout the day. That's the best feature for me. It would be nice to be able to edit a task settings instead of having to delete and create a new one. So that obviously is a issue with how someone expects the UX to work. I think we did touch on that though earlier. Interesting. Okay. Interesting for sure. Maybe he swiped the row. I think it's intuitive, to be honest. It's just a click. Yeah, maybe the row swipe expected to be... There should be an edit option there, but... Yeah, I agree. In my opinion, it seems pretty intuitive. That if I want to do more with the cycle, I just tap on it, and it'll give me some options. But also, here's the other thing that I thought of. The edit option at the top left is a little grayed out. And maybe even hard to see. Yeah, you can't please them all. Exactly. But I definitely want to make sure that this person knows, like, yo, you know you can do this here. Oh, this just looks too big, man. I don't know. This compared to the checkpoint title looks way too large to me. To be honest, your first cycle tutorial, but that should come once you've got everything nailed down. Well, so that's sort of what the onboarding flow was an attempt at, right? It literally takes you through how to create a cycle, and just small snippets of like, hey, this is what a cycle is. This is how it works. This is how you edit things. Well, I guess there's no edit, but like this is how you create one, and this is what these things mean. But you're right. There should be something like that. So the option is either to make this larger or this smaller. I don't know. I feel like this might be kind of cool as a headline, actually. And then we just bring this down to a title 3. Let's try this out real quick. I'm curious to see how this looks. Maybe the bold will help it look a bit larger. Yeah, but I always appreciate the suggestions, you know? That's the whole point. Like I ended up making this app because I felt like I needed it, but it's cool that other people use it and they want it to do certain things, and that's the whole point, you know? No, it looks stupid. Stupidly small. Oh, Lord. I think the font size you set now and some more vertical spacing might be good. This one, right? This is too small, I think. I think it's way too small, dude. I'll have to probably do this as essentially the same size. Last night I started watching videos from Functional Swift Conference. I think I'll ditch the storyboards altogether now. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I agree. I'm planning on ditching storyboard everywhere, except on Apple Watch. That maybe just show a title, number of checks, and a mute icon. Yeah, that's it. You're right. I know I'm overthinking it, man, but I can't help it. I can't help it. It's hard not to overthink these things sometimes. I'd move it all to one line? Nah, dude. I can't do that. I can't. Trust. Alan, I can't, dude. That's... Dude, you're making my heart have palpitations. I can't trust that much. Too much trust. I'm just gonna move these all to these titles though, just so we can get the benefit of the font resizing. I think that would be pretty solid. And let's keep them all at title 3 for now. Does the icon get more full with every checkpoint you complete? Because then you don't need to show the number of checkpoints done. It does, yes. The ring does fill up. You're right. In that sense, you don't really need to show it. But I don't know. So one less thing to display. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. God damn it. So, all right. We will go ahead and add that as an improvement for sure. But I definitely don't want to spend more time on doing that right now, at least. But I agree. That is a very valid point you made. Especially on such a smaller device. The less displayed, the better it is for everyone. So, good point, man. Let's go ahead and add that then as an improvement. Move all Apple, or move all cycle cell text to one line. And this will be our Apple Watch improvement. Alrighty. The ring should show the progress you have made. This actually could technically be an iPhone improvement as well, considering the fact that if I'm showing it on iPhone, I should probably show the equivalent on Apple Watch. Possible thought, because that's not entirely true in all cases. All right. But anyways, this task was to fix the mute icon, which I think we have done very beautifully. So thank you all for that. I think on iPhone we have plenty of space. Yes, I agree. I agree too. But we might be able to use that space for something else. Like maybe instead of the checkpoints, we can put the duration days. That might be cool. Yeah, you're talking about like right here? All right, get status. So a bunch of storyboard changes, and then the only other thing we changed was we removed, yeah, we removed that. Definitely need that. Tweaked Apple Watch, mute icon, and sizing for devices. Alrighty, another one down, folks. Glad that one was bothering me a lot. I'm glad we fixed this. Different size devices. All right. Cool. Only as it feels broken to the average user, we know it's for the swipe action. My quick suggestion: when I mark a task as completed, I'd like some feedback, maybe a vibration sound effect. Yeah, I actually went ahead and put a I think it was an improvement for haptic feedback. Oh, or I was going to. Did I do that? Yeah, I thought of that as well. Tons of apps are starting to do that now. I don't think I did. Yeah, I agree with you. That would be super nice. I think we can do that on Apple Watch as well. So cool. Yeah, I mean, we have tons of stuff here to work on. Tons of stuff. And it looks like we'll probably be able to get out a new beta build today. So if any of you are not part of the beta, go ahead and use that command beta, !beta, to get a link to join the latest beta of Cycles. You get the latest and greatest, and also it would help me test, which would be fantastic if you're open to that. Okay. Next thing I want to work on is we have completion ring is slightly unaligned. I guess we can probably hit that next and try to figure out that one. This one was very interesting. This one I've been trying to use the constraints on, and we were having issues last Saturday on getting that one working. So I'm open to probably trying that again. So let's move this one up here. So I think it will probably go this, probably do that, and then we'll hit refactor onboarding flow. Or honestly, probably refactor onboarding flow before we do Apple Watch onboarding message. That one's like, it'll be useful, but I don't think it's like nearly as important. And then we can start dragging in our bugs. All right, so let's go to I'm actually going to close out a simulator. Yeah. And if we go from here, if cycle is completed, run the completion animation. Yep, we did that. We can, guess, remove this now. Variable X was written but never read. So if that's the case, then I can take all this crap out. Yeah, so you don't do that anymore. So currently, let's look at the current state of this. So when we complete a cycle, let's see where that image pops up. Some of them don't align properly to where the actual ring finishes or is at that current time. So I need to check that, see why that's happening. Before, what I would do is, depending on the screen size, I would take, I would place them. Wow, excuse me. I would place them like to the point value, which is really dumb. Why does it keep popping both of these up? All right, whatever. All right. So let's first delete this one. Don't really care about that. And then this. Oh, I gotta complete that. And then here we go to edit. And then we're gonna do an update. And then here, complete. Okay, so that's happening all the way over there. No, that's not happening in the production version. Okay, so if we complete this, what we need to do is we need to set the constraints to be away from here. And what I wanted to do was just get the current cycle ring view. That's a ring progress view. I wanted to get that and just get the current position of that. And I was having some issues with that for some odd reason. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. So if I do cycle ring view, cycle ring view dot frame dot x. Oh right, it was this. So it would be max x. And if we did cycle frame view or cycle ring view dot frame, or why don't I just set this to cycle ring view dot frame? That would probably make sense. They're both the same size. That would be a fantastically easy fix if that's all it was. For some reason, I think it's because there ends up becoming there are no constraints. So I wonder if we can add then the constraints from here as well to that. So because this is probably the size and position that the ring initially starts with, but it's giving constraints. So those constraints probably those constraints probably need to be added in here. And if we go over to our storyboard, we can probably see that. Yo, SBT, what's up? You have the same line like above? What do you mean, man? Yeah, so see how we have these constraints here. So I wonder if we can just set all these constraints onto that cycle. That would probably, or onto that view. I think that would probably make sense. So once we add the sub view, then we want to do complete cycle view controller dot constraints equals, or can I do that before? I'm not sure. Oh, constraints is get only. I'm gonna have to do it manually with this frame. Oh, 172. Oh, thank you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I appreciate you, man. Thanks for that. I had no idea. I didn't even notice that. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so I do think we're gonna have to manually set these, but we can just set them equal to the constraints of... Actually, there has to be a better way. Thought there was some way to do that. Yeah, copy auto layout constraints from one view to another. Oh, yeah, the constraints in the storyboard are added to the super view and not to the button itself. Ah. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to try to do it ourselves then. Okay. So then I guess for this, I'm going to try to do my method again. Of how I was doing it before. So complete cycle view. Dot constraints. It was... Oh man, what's that constraint value thing? So for this, really, I want this so we can do a trailing anchor dot constraint equal to the, what is this called? Cycle title checkpoints. Detail content view. That's probably the one I want. Cycle detail content view dot leading anchor. And for now, let's just put like 15 point as a constant there. And then is active, we'll set to true. Let's see how this works out. I'm just curious to check out this constraint, see if we get any issues. Yeah, so it does look like it does break something. Unable to simultaneously satisfy constraints. Probably at least one of the constraints in the following list is one you don't want. I think cycle ring view. I wonder if putting this in here will make a difference. At the end of the completion block. It might. No, that didn't seem to make any difference at all. So with that being said, let's keep this here. Let's add a leading anchor maybe as well. So instead of a constant, let's just do equal to that. And then we'll have a leading anchor dot constraint equal to this constant here. So this will equal to I feel like the cell itself. That makes sense. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? So we'll just do self here. Dot leading anchor. That constant will here we'll do 20. I just want to see if this change is actually working. Yeah, so this circle should now have a leading anchor based on the cell view here, and it should be pushed out by a constant of 20. Yeah, leading. Let's try that. We're gonna see what happens. Nope, that doesn't seem to work, but we are getting issues again with the constraints. It doesn't like them. And it's auto resizing mask layout. That's why. That's what I was thinking. We need to have the animation finish before we can actually set anything on it. Because I think that has to do with the auto resizing. Or the with this here, my transform. No, still has the same issue. Yeah, this is why it's difficult to do this stuff with storyboard and then trying to add this custom stuff in too. I'm going to try this actually. What if we did top anchor equal to self. Again, self is the cell. So then we'll have one constraint this way, one constraint that way on the cell. Oh, that one didn't break. Let's go. Yeah, no issues. Those are all notifications. Okay, so now what's the problem? Now we need to... So what if we did trailing constraint is equal to self dot leading. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, trailing anchor, my bad. I'd recommend setting constraints to self.contentView instead of than self. Okay. Okay, let's try that then. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, okay. I think you're right. That would be a good point. Thanks for that heads up, Bobek. Appreciate you. Oops. Content view dot top anchor. Okay. So now we went back to top anchor. Equals true. And then I think for this, we'll go ahead and try leading anchor once more. constraint equal to the self content view leading anchor with a constant there. Yeah, because I think the content view actually, it's not that full cell. It's only a portion of that, if I'm not mistaken. Still doesn't seem to fix it, but at least we're not getting any issues anymore. Now the next thing I want to do is try to move this out of here. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. Yeah, as accessory icons. Yep, you're 100% correct, man. Cool. No, I appreciate it. That was a good call. I need to set the what's this thing called? The thing. It's an auto resizing mask. Oh yeah, translates auto resizing mask. That's what it is. This needs to be equal to true, or it won't actually apply our constraints. So hopefully this works now. Doesn't work. But that is needed. What if I just do this? Gotta learn this stuff. Gotta learn it. No. Okay. I'm gonna do something. Let's go ahead and do a self.contentView.background color equal to green. So now we know what's what, and we can kind of gauge where we're actually setting our constraints. We're gonna do then self.background color is equal to a blue. Warning, this is going to blind you, these colors. And then complete circle view, obviously we know what that is, but let's go ahead and do a complete circle view dot background color as well. We'll do this as a gray or a red. Alright, let's see where all this stuff is sitting, and we'll see how our constraints are actually being set right now, and what's going on. Okay, so we have content view is only over here. This, so that's technically correct, right? If we're doing that constraint on the content view, but why is a content view that? Background color of self. Oh, it's because it's covered up by black. So that wouldn't make sense. Background color red of the complete circle. Yeah. So that's the whole circle. So this stuff makes sense. Let's try this. Self dot, or I think I know what this is here. This is going to be the content, not content view, cycle detail content view. Let's see what this is. I think that's where I might actually need to be setting my constraints. And we'll do this one as blue. Let's see it, folks. Yep. That makes sense. Okay. So what we need to do then is complete circle view. Mass equals true. Complete circle top anchor constraint is equal to, I guess to be consistent, let's make this as the cycle content view top anchor equals true. Okay. And then we have leading anchor is equal to content view here. Let's see if that works. And hopefully we don't get any issues with our masks. Oh, we're getting there. Why does this keep changing? What the heck? We do get issues down here. Why is that like that? Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe what the real issue is. So if we do self.content view, top anchor, okay. We do blue. The problem is maybe we need is hidden. Is true. Maybe the blue background is overtaking the content view, which probably is the case. So now we should see green all the way across. Yeah, okay. That's exactly what's going on. So that's technically correct. But what we need to do is we need to push that to the right. Excuse me. Why are there constraint issues now? That was working before. Okay, so leading constraint. So the leading is the front part of here, right? That is now equal to the content views leading anchor, which is the top part of this cell. So essentially we want the spacing to be the same size that's over here in my cycles. The problem is we're not even getting that. So if I do this, let's do like 50, right? Just like something ridiculous. And if that cycle is moved out, then that should show that that is working, that constant. But it doesn't look like it's moving at all. It looks like it's still stuck in the same spot. And I feel as though it might have to do... Let's try here and see if we get that same error. And if we don't, it might have to do with the fact that we need to put a trailing anchor on this as well with our content view. Okay, so that seemed to be okay. It's interesting. But I think... I don't know why this isn't moving out. I'm curious about this. So we add the subview. Or does this need to happen? No, it happens after it's added to the subview. Then we can set masking constraints. And then we'll keep going here. That is so weird, man. I don't know if it's moving out at all. Let's do 200. I'm just trying to play around. I want to see that icon move. Because I just feel like the constraints are not being applied if that icon's not moving. I don't think it's moving. Last try. Let's try 500. If this doesn't move at all, then... No, there's no way. This would be at the end of the cell by now. Yeah, no. No, that's definitely not working. So I wonder if... So if we have our content view, if we're inside our content view, we have that detail section that we've hidden. Really what I need to set the constraint on is a content inside the detail view. So that stuff is like... Or instead of doing let's try this. Instead of doing a leading anchor, equal to cycle content view. I'm curious where that would end up. Ooh, baby. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. No, I'm still having some issues with this stuff. I thought this was the way to do it. Man, yeah, so this is one of a lot of the stuff in storyboard, the constraints I've set up for the Cycles iOS app is so jacked up. Not jacked up, but it's like there's just so much constraint stuff going on. Yeah, so that's our whole content view. Our content view has a container inside of it that does this. So, so currently, our ring is inside our content view. I didn't even realize that. Yo, Silence, what's up? Hey, Pixel streaming on my birthday. Oh my god. Happy birthday, my guy. Holy crap. I hope you have an incredible day, man. I hope you've been having an incredible day as well. That's awesome, dude. What are the big plans? Thanks for stopping by on your birthday, man. Appreciate you spending time. Yeah, leading anchor constraint should equal to this leading anchor here, you know? Holy crap! Alan Code's coming in again with the 3rd gifted sub of the day. Holy crap, dude. Thank you so much for that gifted sub again. Hey, happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday from Alan Codes. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. Just got started, 23 years old. Let's go, baby. Dude, that's a good age, man. Everyone thinks it's like that awkward age between 25 and 20. Dude, it's a good age. Enjoy it. Thank you again, man. Appreciate the sub. Silence, dude. Take a look below. We got some awesome other benefits other than the ones that Twitch offers, but welcome in as an intern, man. Glad to have you here. Thanks, man. Really appreciate your support. For real. It's awesome. Now I just need some support on these constraints. You need to listen to What's My Age Again all day. What's my age again? What's my age again? Great song. I agree. That's what you should do. Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, for real. Well, I hope you have some good plans, man. Well, you'll find some good plans, I'm sure. Dude, some classics coming in here. Dude, thing in school, like the rest. Like it's to the chest. Man, gun blast, it happened so fast. Dude, this is a classic song. I haven't heard this in so long. It's so good. It's like, it's so good, but it's also kind of sad. When did this song come out? Dude, 2001. Shit, man, that's so sad. It's so sad that this is such a reality now. Damn. Oh, life, dude. Okay, so if we have a complete circle view, top anchor constraint equal to content view. So we have that set up. And then we do our complete circle view again. And then maybe what the issue is, we need to set this as our trailing anchor. I just love the chorus. Yeah, dude. It's a good chorus. Second final done, 3 more to go. Let's go, Estranged. My guy. Dude, kill it, man. Kill it. What are your last finals on? Trailing anchor constraint. Yeah, so let's try this. Maybe I've been doing it incorrectly this whole time. Oh! Holy crap, I totally know what the issue is. I'm adding this to the wrong subview. Oh my god. I would have never been able to fix this. We need to... Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay. Look at this. We just realized that cycle ring view is held inside the cycle detail content, which is inside content view. I'm setting it into the entire view here. So no matter what constraints I add, it won't constrain to that because it's on a higher level in that view hierarchy. So if I do, oh my god, dude, I can't believe it. Cycle detail content view dot add subview, that should go there. Let's try moving this back out here. Youth of the nation. We do this here. Windows Server communication skills and business side of it. DevOps Agile. Nice, man. Dude, I'm sure you're going to kill it. I hope you come back and say you killed it. You guys have finals at an interesting time. When does your school actually end? Dude, these throwbacks. Top tier, my guy. Top tier. Nightly. I don't know. Alright, so we come here. Add subview to cycle detail content view. Complete circle view. Yes. Yes. And then set up our auto resizing constraints. Complete circle view. Top anchor constraint equal to complete circle view equal to self content view top anchor. Yep. And then complete circle view, we'll turn this back to the leading anchor. Let's try this. Hopefully this works. Attempted update to OS Mojave. Do it, man. Hello. Where'd you... Oh, before we put constraints, let's do this. We might not actually need constraints. June's in my last finals week. Gotcha. Okay. Dude, that's in a while, though. Oh, because I'm... Oh my god, I'm so dumb. We hid this. Yeah. Complete circle view hidden. Set hidden until later. Where's the background color stuff I set? The bumper, the avenue pack. The jack is jack. Wait, where's... Oh, here we go. I'm like, I'm going crazy right now. Let's try this. I still have 2 weeks of finals to go this semester, and then I have class until June. Oh, gotcha. Okay. There you go. There it is. Do you see it? It's right there. Jesus Christ, man. Oh. How about this? This looks pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, buddy. What are we up to? Dude, we're fixing some constraint issues with this circle. That's a nice check mark. Jesus is strained. Come on, man. Get that mind out of the gutter, buddy. All right, so we do need to set some sort of constraints on this guy. So where I probably want to set it is this top anchor. Let's just set it to content view here, and then inside here, to go. Leading anchor constraint is equal to the leading anchor of the content view. Let's try that out. I'm going mental. That is very true, sir. We'll take that. We'll take that into consideration next time. Oh my god, what? What the heck is that? Why is that happening? Literally no idea. Yo, Inku, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team, friend. Glad to have you here. You like that silence? Is that like... That's probably pretty good, right? Jesus. All right, so why don't we put our trailing anchor then? Oh, the constraints didn't apply. They broke. So that's probably why. Let's try this. Oh, no. I'm getting all sorts of mind effed right now. Okay, so actually, I don't think this is happening here. This is probably happening when we hit edit. So I think we can... Let's just copy this real quick. But that was a fix, is adding that to the sub view. And to triple, double, quadruple check that, we're going to add another cycle below it, and the ring asset should be right below it, aligned properly. Oh, baby, you see that? Boom. There it is. Looking good. So now if I do this, obviously that shouldn't happen. It should be like that. So let's figure out what's going on here. Something happening when we do is edit. But yeah, it looks good. I'm glad that was somewhat fixed. Edit cycle action, no. Oh, actually, maybe this is it. So, edit cycle action. Is this from the card, though? No. Or actually, let's double check. No, it's not. Okay. So let's do this again. We come in here. Toolbar items are set. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Look at that. For cell invisible cells, if let complete view cell view tag 19. This is the complete icon. Let's take this out real quick. Let's see what happens there. So that's the code that actually changes the frame if we have a complete cycle. I believe that's the one. that did work though. So you saw that. But for some reason it's setting it over there. So let's remove that real quick. And then add a button, cancel action. So the bar, the target here, cancel edits. Oh, yes. Oh my God, yes. Dude, get out of here, bro. Whew. Let's see if this works. This will be so awesome. Crane constraints the raw API? Heck yeah, dude. That's the way we freaking do it, Evgen. That's honestly the way I learned. So, I've always done it like that. Yes. Now, the real test is to check it on... Let's check it on other devices. Paradise. Hell yeah, dude. What a freaking win, man. So happy about this. Yo, Zaytune17. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you here. Thanks for coming by. Welcome to the team. I either use Let's Build that apps extension or SnapKit, depending on how much UI. Gotcha. Okay. So the main reason why I'm doing this is, one, I want to do all UI and code like you're just saying. And also, so the main goal for me right now with building this out and refactoring a lot of it is to really, at the end of the day, land an iOS dev job completely. And so from a lot of people I've talked to, they are always looking for this type of like UI constraints and stuff, like kind of this deep knowledge. So I thought if I use the raw APIs, it's much easier than trying to use something that's built on top of it. You want to quit Microsoft? No, I don't want to quit Microsoft. Microsoft does have iOS dev positions, believe it or not. Yeah, they do. But obviously, I'm sure you all know that this is my passion, iOS dev. I highly enjoy it. So I would love to be able to move to a role that does solely that. All right, so let's go ahead and end this, and let's go to another device, like, I don't know, iPhone 6. And let's see how this stuff works out. For their Office apps. Yeah, they have like Outlook, Microsoft Word, Excel. They all have mobile apps. They're all iOS devices out there. It just depends on what they're using. I personally don't know exactly what they're using. LinkedIn is like a 92% Swift application. LinkedIn's owned by Microsoft. So, I don't know. We'll see, man. But I'm trying to really get better at my skills here. So that's kind of the reason why I do a lot of this stuff very manually. Or trying to, at least. Ooh, data race detected. Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting. That's bad. Yo, Icy Curves, what's up? Will your mobile app be in 4K? Heck yeah, it will. How'd you know? Heck yeah. Mobile app 4K? Nah, iPhones aren't at a 4K level yet. And I think it's, they use OLED, but I don't know what the exact resolution is. I don't believe it's 4K though. LinkedIn UI looks non-native. I've also thought the same thing, Evgen. But yeah, they're mostly a Swift development house. LinkedIn 2019, people still use it? Heck yeah, they do. I don't know what the freak just happened here. Multiple threads access the same memory without synchronization. Jesus, Alec. What is wrong with you? That's no bueno. Yo, B-Man Hero, what's good? What app are you using to make it? So we're using Xcode right now. This is a Swift application for iOS and Apple Watch. So in order to develop for these platforms, you have to have a Mac, and you can only download Xcode on a Mac or a Apple OS device. Hi to hi. What's up, Genta? Always love those when you come in, man. There we go, guys. Look at that. That's hot. That was interesting, though, how that just happened. I wonder what's happening here. Let's add that. Check thread access for, or check race state. So for checkpoints display. You know what? One thing I'm actually pretty happy about is it seems like there haven't been any issues with people upgrading cycles. I haven't been able to get the stats yet. Hopefully later today I'll be able to get them, but I'm curious to see how many people updated, and I haven't heard anything. And usually people are pretty vocal about that, either in reviews or they'll literally just send me an email. About the refactoring of the migration. I was super worried about that. I don't know why. I felt like it was terrible. Okay, we're gonna try the 10s Max, and then we'll go from there. That's hot. That's hot. Not referring to the YouTube Rewind meme at all. Nah, not at all. Keep. I love it, man. I love that people are stoked about this. It's so cool. Okay. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but we'll just remove that. And we'll add another cycle here. Let's just do that there. And then we'll add this one right there. Complete that. There we go, friends. Oh, it's so good. Makes me so happy. Yes. I'm happy, man. This is good stuff. That was a stupid bug, and now it's so much cleaner. It's like, get the F out of here, dude. Thank you very much. Where was that other commented line of code that we had? I don't remember. Up here. Get out of here, dude. So eventually what I'm going to end up doing is I want to make a like a style guide sheet in Swift for this. So instead of having like these random numbers, we can say like cell separators 80. We just call that value there. Excuse me, in case, you know, anything ever needs to change in the UI, we change it in one spot instead of like all these different spots. And then also same thing for the colors, right? Eventually when we add that custom color picker, we're going to want one place where we can just add all these colors, which we've already set up essentially with the enums, right? We set up a whole cycle color enum to account for all that, which is good. Yep, looking good there. And then down here, so we set it to our cycle ring view frame. We are setting just a corner radius, and again, stuff like that, like corner radius things, like all that should be done. Let's move these stuff. Okay, and then complete transform. We shrink that down to a 0.1 scale. Set background color. Yeah, so we set the background color on the ring. And then we do set hidden until later. Complete circle view. Why did I hide that? I feel like, if anything, this should be moved to like the very beginning of this. Right? So it's like complete circle view is hidden, is true. And then we start doing all this stuff. And then we add this tag, excuse me, of 19. Do this. So here is for the check mark. This is something that we should probably end up changing eventually. But that seems to be working pretty solid for all devices, so I'm not going to touch that yet. Then the big change, adding to the proper sub view. Looking good. Okay, so again, let's just make sure this works. Let's build this up. I love when this stuff works out, man. It's always like so stressful when it doesn't. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm just gonna edit this to be 2 here. Oh, that's interesting. God, it looks so good now. Thank God, man. It looked so bad before. It would just be this like very subtle beep, and it would move over and pop up, and I hated that. I hated it. All right. Again, let's do a git diff. That's sexy. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Definitely can use some more animation improvements. Like I would love for it to shrink down and then essentially pop up and then do like a little bounce, like a boom, boom, you know, like it just like exploded in the air and then just like hit the ground and like bounced a couple times. That would be awesome. Okay, this looks good. Yep, remove. I'm so happy we're able to remove this. My God, man. It's the trashiest custom code ever. And the onboarding flow is filled with this stuff. So that's why it was one of the first views that I wanted to re-edit. Because, man, it is bad. Okay. So git commit. Fixing. Cycle complete view alignment. Dope, man. Push that up. Let's complete this. Complete. TLDR. I was not adding this to the proper subview. Constraints wouldn't work. All right, so we're gonna move that over here. Alrighty, so now we're on to the big boy. Refactor onboarding flow to not use storyboard and clean up that code. This one's gonna be what we'll probably be on for the next couple days. This will take a while to get everything perfect-ish. We're gonna essentially try not to go in and change much of the UI in regards to how it looks, but we want to convert everything from here. Let me show you this to you. This is what we're working with. Here's the onboarding flow. As you can see, this has many views. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different views that can all be set up to use constraints via code instead of constraints here in our storyboard. And that should help a lot. Is it possible to run Visual Studio Community on Mac? I need it for a C# Windows form application. Yeah, it is. You can download it right now. Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. We'll probably leave the navigation controller here, and then we'll just embed our views in our navigation controller when we're ready to go. But we're going to move all this code out. Probably set up a couple other things in regards to like text content. I want to start creating a template of different strings or content because eventually I want this to be localized in different languages. So instead of, you know, instead of having these strings that are just random or just scattered throughout, we can set up a file that basically will have all of our strings. And we can set those to properties, and we can just call those properties. So for example, here we can go finish meaningful tasks. This can be like, I don't know, welcome to cycles detail, all that type of stuff. Can you find a solution to the problem? Doing dishes? Yeah, just don't eat food. That'll be the easiest solution. Or a dishwasher, that works too. Yes, but without creating Windows form apps? Can you not do Windows form apps on Mac? I don't know. I've never tried. Oh, it's old Xamarin Studio. I'm the real problem solver in this chat. Nah, man. It's a project for college. Just have to open a Windows form application. Gotcha. I thought you could. I'm not sure though. I've only done Xamarin on my Mac. Try it out. Let us know, man. But guys, that's going to be the end of my stream today. Appreciate everyone coming out. It's been great amounts of fun. We got a lot done today. I'm going to go ahead and create a beta build for all the stuff that we've done the past 2 days. So if you have not, check out the beta right here. If you're interested in checking out the latest and greatest of cycles, get it free. Start testing it and join the Discord and leave any feedback that you may have for the app. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if this is something that may interest you, just hit that link. Super easy to do, and it'll be much appreciated. And a huge shout out to Alan Codes today with his massive generosity and gifted subs. Highly appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for all that support, dude. Really, it really, truly means a lot. And I'm happy to have all the new interns into the Pixologic community. So glad to have you all. Make sure you join the Discord. I can give you an awesome role, and you get some awesome benefits by being a part of that. So with that said, let's go check out who's online today. Let's give them a fun raid. Sounds good, Silence. Good luck. I always miss the fun. It's all right, Stacking. You'll be here one day, man. Sorry that I got to head out, but it's time for work, man. It's time for work. Let's check out some other... let's check out some new streamers. I've been in this groove to kind of hit up some new streamers. So get prepared for the raid, folks. Support the program community. If you're a sub, grab that first A to land man bun. Where's the bun message? And then the second for people who aren't subs. Let's go wild, baby. Let's go wild, baby. Thanks, Stacking. Thanks. There you go. Yeah. I'm thinking... Yo, let's get 200 followers? How many followers is he at? Guys, can we all go and follow this guy and get him to 200 followers? What do you think? You think we can do this? He's doing Unity 3D Twitch interactive game. Easy? Downloading OS no habe. Let's do it, guys. Let's raid this dude. Let's get him to 200 followers. Let's try our best. IEMORX. Stick around for that raid. Don't forget, when you get in there, drop him a follow. Let's get him to 200. Thank you all again for coming out. And like always, I will be here tomorrow. The answer is no. Stacking. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Well, let's try to get him to as close as we can to 200 followers. Minus stacking. But thank you guys again. I'll catch you all very soon. Have a good one. Puppy dog, guys.